Trust is one of life's quietest treasures. It takes years to build, yet only one careless choice to weaken. Dishonesty often begins with something small, but its consequences can spread much farther than we ever expect. This is a story about how trust is lost, what dishonesty truly costs, and how it may slowly be rebuilt. Money can be earned again after it is lost, but some things cannot be purchased once people no longer trust us. In a busy riverside town lived a young merchant known not for his wealth, but for treating every customer fairly. Before every delivery, he inspected each item himself, believing that honesty must begin with the smallest details. Because he valued customers more than quick profit, old buyers returned, and new customers soon followed their example. People throughout the region said his spoken promise was more reliable than any agreement written and sealed with ink. From one small stall, he built a thriving business through years of keeping promises and acting with integrity. One day, an enormous business opportunity arrived, promising enough profit to change the course of his entire future.
Yes, I accept.
Delighted by the opportunity, he hurried to inspect the warehouse, certain that he could fulfill every part of the agreement. After counting carefully, he discovered there were not enough high-quality goods to deliver everything he had promised. Waiting for new supplies would delay the delivery, and the valuable agreement would almost certainly pass to another merchant. That night, he could not sleep, torn between the reputation he had built and the profit within reach. The longer he studied the numbers, the more a dangerous idea began to seem like a reasonable solution. He wondered whether anyone would notice if he replaced only a small portion of the finest goods with cheaper ones. Gradually, he stopped asking whether the choice was wrong and began wondering how easily it could be hidden. Pack these securely. No, not that one. This one goes here. Seal them tightly. As the shipment disappeared beyond the river bend, the promised profit felt close, yet his heart grew strangely heavy. The customers received the correct quantity and paid on time, making him believe his dishonest decision had succeeded. Each silver coin silenced his conscience for a moment, until he began mistaking that silence for genuine peace. In another town, a careful buyer noticed that several products differed from the samples originally presented to him. Placed side by side beneath clear daylight, the difference in quality became far too obvious to deny. Other customers opened their crates and discovered the same deception, hidden beneath a carefully arranged layer of good merchandise. By the end of the morning, disappointment had carried the story through the town faster than any merchant boat. Those who had trusted and defended him most deeply now felt the greatest pain from being betrayed. I admit my wrongdoing, apologize sincerely, and ask for one chance to repair the harm I have caused. But his apology could not remove the question in their hearts. What else might he have hidden before? I understand your doubts, but I assure you, this is the truth.
We've heard enough of his excuses.
Let's just go. Familiar customers began passing his stall without stopping, preferring an uncertain stranger over trusting him one more time. The warehouse did not empty in one day, but every departing customer revealed the true price of dishonesty. Sitting alone, he realized that money could fill a treasure chest while leaving a human life painfully empty. The old records reminded him that reputation was built through promises kept, especially when nobody was watching. The old records reminded him that reputation was built through promises kept, especially when nobody was watching. Unable to regain the trust he had lost, he sought a wise old teacher who understood the human heart. The old teacher listened without judgment until the young merchant had no excuses left to offer. After a long silence, the old teacher brought out a bowl of clear water and a small bottle of black ink. He asked the young merchant to look carefully, for the water was clear enough to reveal the bowl's bottom.
I see it.
And so it is with understanding. The old teacher then instructed him to place exactly 1 drop of black ink into the clear water. The instant it touched the water, the tiny drop spread outward until the entire bowl became cloudy. He quickly tried to scoop the ink away, but every movement only spread the darkness farther through the water.
I do not understand why it takes so long.
The old teacher explained that some things take only a moment to damage, yet cannot be repaired through haste. Then he poured clean water into the bowl, allowing an equal amount of stained water to flow away. Cup after cup, the water became clearer, but the process was far slower than the young merchant expected. Even after many cups of clean water, a faint gray shadow remained as evidence of what had happened. Trust is like clear water. One dishonest act can cloud what required many years of honesty to create. The young merchant finally understood that trust would return only if he chose to live differently every day. He refunded every customer, replaced every inferior item, and accepted each financial loss without offering another excuse. Trust is like clear water. One dishonest choice can cloud what required many years of integrity to create. An apology is only the beginning. Broken trust returns through patience, sacrifice, and honest choices repeated every day. If this timeless lesson spoke to your heart, subscribe to Ancient Wisdom Tales for more stories of wisdom, character, and meaningful change.